Good. So, on the way to Nebraska, I was thinking about the times that, like, there was another time when I think we were driving to, it was like first time I met my partner's sister. We were driving there from his work. Yeah, that was like Thanksgiving. Anyways, I was like, during that drive, because it's a little longer from his work to his sister's than it is to his apartment, then I was just thinking about me, how I was last year and everything, and then it was like, that's how you heal. Like, you go back and hold the different aspects of your different yous and the different times to heal that. So then, hold on. Okay, I'm back. I guess I gotta get better at this when people are. People just got in their car next to me and they're like just kind of sitting there. And I'm gonna have to start getting better at this whenever. Oh my god, it's really hard. I'm better at recording and then posting, but not like live shit because the energies distract me. That's also what it is. Like, the energies of other people and people tuning in is very distracting. Anyways, when I was, I'll get back to it. So, like, I was going to pass my last year's aspect of me, like, where I was, like, really struggling with isolation and being alone and everything, and I was just showing love, and then I was, like, saying things that I was like, wait, I remember hearing that. And then I was, like, realizing, because remember, I don't know if you remember, if you've been with me that long, you'd know that I was, like, I would hear somebody walking around my room when I was sleeping or waking up or whatever, and also when I was showering, and I was like, you know what? That was probably me. Because a lot of times I was just envisioning me holding my own self when I was like sleeping. And then I came across a post recently how when I was like, oh, a shower curtain's moving and it looks like somebody's gonna step out. So I was like, wait, it was the opposite. It was the other way. It was me. That shit can happen. Like, we are multidimensional, and it's like the time is only linear here. So, like, and the more it collapses and becomes less like that way and more multidimensional and fluid, the more that stuff's gonna happen, the more we awaken. So it's like, that makes sense to me. And before, like, the last time I was at my mom's, I think I talked about me hearing somebody walking around the apartment. I keep waiting to like, kind of like connect or be that version of me who did that, if that was me. I don't know. So, like, I think it kind of makes me think it was me. It's hard to connect sometimes. It's hard to feel that connection. When you're in deep pain, it's also like when you're going through deep pain, it's hard to connect to yourself, your future self, and your future self's trying to connect to your past you, and you'll be thinking, oh, your future self is like way in the future. No, it's not. It's not always, because it could be a year. Like, it could be you it could be you a year from now, sending so much love, being like, I told you we'd make it. I told you we'd get out of there. I told you you wouldn't be alone forever. I told you. See, aren't you glad you stayed? We stayed. Like, that's what it was like. So I was like thinking about all that. So I was thinking of that, and then, like, I felt pushed. Like, okay, I've been feeling like the call from Hecate a lot lately too. And, like, I'll see these crows, I see owls everywhere. Like, not owls in nature here, but, like, I'll see you on posts and videos, and I'm just like, okay, what the fuck, get it? So, yeah, now I have my candle. Actually, it's in the back of my car. I haven't brought my stuff in. And also, my partner has essential oil, and it's funny because we were cleaning up his spare room the other day, and he's like, what is it? did I accidentally spill some of this? And I was like, which one is it? And I just knew it was cinnamon. Because that's one of her scents. And I think we also smelled it. Well, it wasn't that much, and I was like, yeah. Anyways, it was cinnamon, and that's what he put in the essential oil, because he brought them out. He brought the diffuser out to the living room. And so I was like, it's like, he does, in his way, supports me like that. Like, being autistic, both of us autistic, learning how to communicate properly, though, it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, when I did this other energy healing thing that I did, so it's the one thing I have to remember, and I kind of forget it, is that whenever you do energy healing, or like inner child healing, or whatever, you're like going back to those aspects of yourself to rescue yourself, and then you have to remember, well, it can take a few minutes, a few hours, to a few days, or whatever, till you start, then you're like, okay, you're feeling the emotions that you felt then. And so that's what happened. So like, yesterday was a bad day. That's when I felt all the emotions, because it took the day before for me to feel better physically, because like the 8-hour drive back was absolute hell. I was like, I cannot make it. But we made it. We fucking somehow made it. I would have to sit up, and he would rub my back because my lower back would hurt. And in the middle of all this, I was on my period. I'm like, yay, this is fun. But this time, my period was normal. Last time, it was weird because TMI, I passed like some flesh in TMI when I had my miscarriage 5 years ago. It was darker clump. This one was lighter, so I'm like, I don't know if that can still happen. But we're careful, like we not. Anyways, like this time was fine. It's better. So I was like, maybe it's just meant to, like, I don't know. I had been celibate since January of this year, almost a year. So, but I mean, I broke the celibacy in October, but what? Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to the story that I was supposed to tell the whole time. Anyways, I felt pushed to do, because a song came on and it reminded me of a painful time in my teenage years, and then I felt like I was like, my spirit team, maybe Hatate, I don't know, to do it, because she'll push you into shadow work. It's like, I was like pushed, just connect to your teen. So I was like, I can't, this is really hard, I don't know, it's like really painful, and I was trying, but it was like really hard. Hold on.